Hi there. As promised, I wanted to give you a quick glimpse at my Microsoft Teams. I know this does not look anything like your Google Suite. And again, I just have to say I'm jealous. But this is what I have to work with. I have my tiles, and you can see all of the various teams that I'm a part of. But these are my live classes right now. I am teaching trimester 2, and we're just coming in towards the very end. And I have my interior design, and I have my 3 sections of foods and nutrition, 4th, 5th, and 6th period. So I'm just going to give you a quick glimpse of 2 of my tiles, my teams. And this is right here. This is our general channel. And this is where all of the assignments are posted. Or if you are if students are coming in and chatting, this is where it all goes. So in the very beginning of the trimester, I post the housekeeping details. I'm able to put my little Bitmoji room up, and I love it. And again, the evolution of my channels have drastically changed from the beginning of trimester 1 back in September to where it is now. And I am so proud of this. So for me, I say I welcome students to interior design, and I give them a kind of a rundown of what is to be expected. The purpose of this course is to expose students to various aspects of interior design industry, focusing primarily on color theory, elements and principles of design, design drawing, and design purposes. So then I give them below are action items that I need you to review and complete. So I have my syllabus, and that is hooked up. I invite students to join my Remind class. And then I have my Meet the Teacher page, which I absolutely love and adore. And here I will just take you to it because I think it's so fun. And students love it. So in this, I designed this in Canvas, and I am more than happy to share this template out for you if you'd like it. So I say, Meet the Teacher, a little bit about me. I teach 9th through 12th grade. I have a passion for design and creativity. So I try to express myself through creative means. I have 4 kids, 7 chickens, 3 cats, 1 bird, which sadly she passed away in January, and oh my gosh, that was heartbreaking in our household. 28 years old, and she survived 3 broken legs, 2 house moves, and anyways, and 1 dog. And for me, it is my belief that cultivating a creative and welcoming space is essential to fostering a student's highest learning potential, and I'm excited to learn with you. I go in and where I talk just a little bit about my education, my fun facts, which I host a podcast, and I tell my students, I'm like, hey, something really cool about me, I host a podcast. I don't tell them the name of my podcast. I'd say, you know what, for extra credit points, see if you can find me, and then I want you to send me a text through Remind letting me know what is the name of my podcast that I host. So they have to do a little bit of a scavenger hunt. And I get a lot of students who actually, they follow through with that. And it's just another way of making sure that they're hooking up with the Remind app as well. I talk about my family. We love to ride dirt bikes and horses. And currently, which is really cool, I'm designing a new kitchen for an upcoming remodel project for my own home. And then I, of course, always say, let's keep in touch in inviting students to use the Remind app or email me. So that is something that's really near and dear to my heart. And then I'm able to close it out, and I'm back to my general channel. I have my office hours here on the left-hand side, and I love this where I'm able to select, and then it automatically populates to my 5-minute meetings where students can just pick a time. So let's say Tuesday the 16th, and students are able to pick a 5-minute meeting right here. And it's available for them at all times. But then I have my week 1 channel, And again, I love my Bitmojis. I love that. I love being able to personalize what our teen channels is because gosh, it's so stale. It'd be so much more fun to be able to have Canvas or be able to have Google Classroom or of some sort, but this is what I have to work with. So I have my Remind stuff, and then we go into our week 1 checklist. So students are needing to do a survey and join our class Remind. My channel for week 2, see, it gets a little bit more creative. I always keep the same general information: syllabus, Remind app, office hours, what time students are to attend class. Because at this time, we were still doing everything virtually and online. Then it goes down to the week 2 checklist. So I talk about welcome to week 2, trimester 2. The objective is meeting someone for the first time is being introduced to a stranger. Someone you do not know is a stranger until properly introduced. This week, you will be creating a FCS Flicks PowerPoint slide about yourself. So, and then I give them my own PowerPoint introductory material, talking about myself. And then students have to upload their own FCS Flicks, and I give them the template. My week 3, and this week is students will be able to explain, be a member of, oh, I misspelled, of FCCLA, describe the benefits of being an FCCLA member, and identify the opportunities for leadership within FCCLA. And see, I'm able to customize my banner. I love it. You know, 2020 is next to the trash can, and I have my school district picture, my high school logo, CTE, we use Teams, I use Remind, and then Zoom. Those are the main platforms that I use. And then I have a menorah on my fireplace mantle, and then Happy New Year, a Christmas tree. I know I can't incorporate all aspects of religion, but that's what I was able to do for this in a fun little disco ball. So I give them a tutorial video where it's an instructional video where I'm walking students through how to take care of the FCCLA workbook. And then I have the video for what makes FCCLA awesome. And then I have the FCCLA student workbook assignment. I got that material off of our Family and Consumer Sciences Facebook page. I love so many people that upload so many great resources there. If you have not checked that out and you're kind of adverse to joining Facebook, let alone just joining Facebook just to be a part of this Family Consumer Sciences Facebook page is worth it. It is money right there. Then I go into week 4, January 4th through the 8th, and I just want you to know, look how I have everything itemized just within from the files. I break it down for the week, and as you can see, right now I'm currently in week 12, March 1st through the 5th, and I put a emoji icon for students to be able to see exactly which week that we're on. I know I've seen my colleagues, my colleagues have even taken this little tip. Instead of writing out happening now or something, or just week 12, I put that emoji icon where it tells students, oh, we're here. If they were to go into the channels, because let's just be honest. Students aren't going into my channels. They're going straight to the assignments, and that's okay. Again, the channels are really for me. But as you can see, I have changed up. We now have a brand new schedule where I have Zoom students, I have cohort A students, I have cohort B students. We meet Mondays and Tuesdays or Thursdays and Fridays. or it's Mondays and Thursdays, or Tuesdays and Fridays. It's all over the place. So I have my special announcement, which I changed up my banner just for this because I want students to know something's different if they go into my channels. And I've changed up my distribution for my checklist for students. I'm highlighting information. So I have my weekly checklist, and I've also, here is my March banner, and I love it. I'm Irish and Scottish, so I really try to point out like the major holidays, and I do that for a lot of for like Valentine's Day. Here's my Valentine's Day banner, and I have Valentines all over, and little cake pops here on the stand. But I don't change up a whole lot in my weekly banners. I find it fun. It's so fun. So back to it. So for my weekly checklist for interior design this week, the learning target is students will examine individual and family needs, goals, and resources for housing, interiors, and furnishings. Students will assess human needs, safety, space, and technology as they relate to housing and interior design goals. The student's success criteria. Success criteria is so important. This is where they say, I know I will be successful when. I will be successful when I can demonstrate knowledge and basic skills needed to make informed consumer decisions regarding housing, interiors, and furnishings. And then I have our home environment student workbook. And I do everything in workbooks. It's all PowerPoint based, and I love it. So this is just how I organize my channels, and I do this for all my foods classes, and I'll take you back. So let's go to fourth period. Again, here is just the outline of just the assignments, and I don't have that much. And again, I break it down week 1, December 4th, week 2, December 7th through the 11th, all the way down to week 12, March 1st through the 5th, and then I have my icon or my emoji. Again, I don't change up because I have students who are both in like my Foods 1 class and my interior design. I don't change up my banners. I change up the information as it pertains, but I want everything to be universal and easy to understand. So the usability and the efficiency is so important for me. So again, I have my learning target. Students will identify and demonstrate different knife cuts: slice, dice, chop, julienne, and mince. Those are the 5 basic knife cuts that for my foods and nutrition classes that we focus on. The success criteria. I know I will be successful when I will be able to demonstrate my ability to identify the basic knife cuts and apply safety techniques using said knife cuts, or using knives. And their assignment is the Knife Skills Workbook. And I got that workbook off of the OER website, and Nebraska has some awesome stuff. I've also been able to find this same workbook, the Knife Skills Workbook, off of the Family Consumer Sciences Facebook page. I love it. I said I have no problem ripping off other people's work, but I always give credit to them because they put in a lot of time and effort and energy into designing their workbooks, and they deserve all the credit. And then I adapt their workbooks to fit my own needs, and then I change things out. But it's always, you have to give credit where credit is due, and honestly, I have to give everybody who has contributed to all of the sites. You know, there's the HyperDocs sites, there's the Facebook page, there's the OER. It's all over the place. Hands down, you guys deserve a standing ovation. So this is just how I design and outline my Microsoft Teams, my channels. They look different compared to your Google sites, but this is what I have to work with, and I have to say I absolutely love how my channels have turned out this past trimester. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. As always, FCS Podcast. This is your podcast, and I want to feature you, and I want to see you. We need to spotlight each other and give accolades to where it is due, because you are all doing an amazing job, and you deserve every ounce of credit. Way to pivot and way to lead. This is your FCS success.